Okay, so yeah. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. It's been a while since I did an episode of the gaming and streaming talk show, and I planned this episode for quite a number of days, but the episode is finally here. I know I kept on postponing. There are some issues that kept on coming up, but we are finally here and we're finally running the episode. And this is the gaming and streaming talk show, and we're going to be discussing security. And in this video, I'll also be talking about my streaming and my social media appearances and whatnot. So I'll be discussing all of that in this topic of security. So it's gonna be a really interesting topic as we visit and see how we can keep our accounts secure, and how we can just make sure that our information is safe everywhere we go, depending on the type of internet connection that you're using. And yeah, so just give me a second. I'll be right back. I just want to make a phone call and then I'll be right back, and then we can continue with the video. So this is let me edit the transform back to the full transformation. So now when we are, or basically when we're talking about security, we want to make sure that our accounts are going to be safe. We want to make sure that the information that is on our accounts is indeed going to be safe. That means from your email address all the way to your password, all the way to all the information you have stored in your email address, all the information you have stored on your mobile phone or any devices that you have that have connected to the internet, or maybe those who use mobile data as well for internet. You're still sending information to servers outside, and we're gonna be discussing all of that. And the reason that made me to choose the topic on security was my own self, because my in the past couple of weeks, my social accounts and gaming accounts have been getting hacked apparently. So I decided to do the topic on security to ensure that you guys don't experience the same shit I did, and just so that you guys can also take precautions and not do the same mistakes that I did. So that's what's gonna happen. So I'm using Restream to stream directly to Twitch, Facebook, and the YouTube. So I just wanna I'm trying to read my chat and from Restream as well and Streamlabs. So the first thing I'm gonna be talking about in this topic of security is how to secure your accounts. We have things like we have companies like giving away security protocols, and the first security protocol I'm going to be talking about is a two-factor authentication. I know there are some companies that do offer two-factor authentication, and there are some companies that do offer their own types of two-factor authentication. So I'll be looking at the various applications you can use to get two-factor authentication. And then there are also companies that also use SMS authentication. So if you want to log into your account, they'll send a code to your phone number. Then you input the code that when they prompt you, then you'll be able to log into your account. But I believe SMS verification or SMS authentication is by far the best method of security for your account. In that sense, the person who is trying to log into your account or to hack your account is going to have to require to put the code that has been sent to your mobile number via GMS, and if he cannot give the code that has been sent to your mobile phone, then he will not be able to log in to your account. So I'll just open Google Play Store, and then I will show you some of the apps that you can use to get two-factor authentication. I know some are individual apps by companies, and others are apps that generally 3/4 of population use for two-factor authentication. So I'll just type on Google Play Store, and it will come Google Play. I'm gonna get into the desktop scene, and we're gonna have a look at, we are right here on Google Play. So the first two-factor authentication app I'm gonna suggest you get is Google. Let me put it in small letters. So it's even here. I think it's among the top searches, Google Authenticator. So this is the application that you use to secure your accounts. So every time you log into your account, or you try to log into your account after signing, they'll tell you to put the code that has been sent to your Authenticator app. So you can say I already have it installed on my phone, and this is verified as it is by Google LLC. And then another application we're going to look at is battle.net. So battle.net Authenticator. So Blizzard Entertainment, I have both of them installed. So battle.net Authenticator, this is for those who play Call of Duty and on PC, and Overwatch and World of Warcraft and other games that are on the battle.net launcher. This is what you use to get your two-factor authentication codes. That is what you use as well. So this is battle.net Authenticator, and then we have the last application that we are gonna check is Twilio. And this one is another two-factor authentication app. Works with Twitch, works with Discord, works with WhatsApp, and works with a bunch of other apps, same as the Google Authenticator. But like I said, other apps are individual to only a specific group. Like the battle.net Authenticator is only for Blizzard games and stuff related to battle.net. If you're trying to use that to get two-factor authentication for other services, it will not work. You'll have to use the other one that I showed you, the Google Authenticator. And then another thing that I discovered with the two-factor authentication, there are different ways of two-factor authentication. There's the one that has the most login options is normally Gmail. It will either tell you to tap a number on your mobile phone to sign in. They also have a SMS authentication, and then they also have the two-factor where they send the code to you, and then they have the Bluetooth authentication whereby you turn on the Bluetooth on your device for you to in order to log into your account. And that is those are some of the methods that you can use to secure your accounts. And for what basically two-factor authentication is, it's just like adding an extra step to ensure that your information is safe. So we're going ahead and look at I'm just going to search on Google 2FA, and it will give us a brief this. So I'll just click on the link that I see here, the first one, and we're going to have a look at it. So, and we're going to read through it together and see what it says. So so this is search security, and this is search security searchsecurity.target.com, and here it is definition of two-factor authentication. So it says here, what is two-factor authentication? Two-factor authentication in brackets 2FA is sometimes referred to as two-step verification or dual factor authentication is a security process in which users provide two different authentication factors. And then it further says 2FA is implemented to better protect both a user's credentials and the resources the user can access. Two-factor authentication provides a higher level of security than authentication methods that depend on single-factor authentication, SFA, in which the user provides only one factor, typically a password or passcode. Two-factor authentication methods rely on a user providing a password as the first factor and the second different factor, usually either a security token or a biometric factor. So you see, a biometric token, this will be an 8-digit code that will be sent to you or your device that you're using. It will mostly be numerals or alpha numerals, and then we have biometric. These are the number codes that get sent to your phone via SMS, or you have them on your Google Authenticator app or your Battle.net Authenticator app, and you input those codes when logging into your account when prompted. And it says two-factor authentication adds an additional layer of security to the authentication process by making it harder for attackers to gain access to a person's device or online accounts, because even if the victim's password is hacked, a password alone is not enough to pass the authentication check. Two-factor authentication has long been used to control access to sensitive systems and data. Online service providers are increasingly using 2FA to protect their users' credentials from being used by hackers who stole a password database or used phishing campaigns to obtain a user's password. So phishing is basically use of very malicious links in order to get someone's information. You might see an advertisement on the internet that says click here to win brand new iPhone 12, and by the time you've clicked on that link, the person will have gotten your information, and the person will be able to get access to your information. So that is what is known as phishing. And then another thing you can do to make sure that your accounts are safe, and make sure you have an antivirus installed on your PC. That way, every time you download something, you can spoof your PC and check whether there are any files that are misbehaving or making your PC to misbehave, as most of the times hackers normally put files inside downloads such that people don't even know that the file they've downloaded is running in the background of their PC. Just a second, I'm coming. I was just called for a little bit, but I am back. So I was talking about phishing, and I was talking about the malicious file that hackers normally put in downloads. So you download a file, or maybe you downloaded a game from the internet. Let me just drink some water as we continue with the show. So you may download a file or a game from the internet, and there might be things that from that game or files in that game that are potentially bad files, and you do not know this because you do not have an antivirus installed on your device. Shell Disable, welcome to the stream. You're seeing my MNA. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. So you may have downloaded a file or a game from the internet, and the game files potentially contain a harmful file that is gonna harm or damage your PC, or is there for data mining or other malicious purposes. So it's always good to have an antivirus so that you can scan your PC every now and then, so that you can be able to ensure that the files you're downloading are from a trusted source. That's one good thing about antiviruses. And also make sure you get an antivirus from a trusted source and a trusted company. I know most devices normally come with a free antivirus that is normally pre-installed for only a period of 1 month. It's normally a 30 days free trial, and after that your devices are no longer secure, so you need to go and buy an antivirus plan for yourself, and preferably one that runs up to 2 years. Shall Disable, you're saying gonna be in touch soon to get you on the podcast. Thank you very much. That is very interesting to hear, and that is good news. So when you get the antivirus, you install it on your PC, and you make sure you try to scan your PC on a daily basis, as antiviruses don't normally use that much of RAM, and they don't normally eat up a lot of PC performance. So when you're doing your stuff in the background, maybe you're checking your emails, you're watching a YouTube video, you're typing a document, just put your antivirus to run in the background. And most antiviruses normally give two options. We have the small scan, and then we have the full scan. So the small scan or quick scan will just skim through your PC to make sure that there are no viruses, and then when we do the full scan, it is going to scan the whole PC, starting from your C drive where Windows is installed all the way to the drive where you have your games, and it will scan depending on how many drives you have on your computer. For my case, or my example, let me show you my example. So I only have 2 drives, so this PC, so I only have my C drive where my Windows is installed, and then I have my E drive where I store some personal files and games. And this is the C drive will also have app data for the Windows apps that you have installed on your device, apart from the operating system and the other programs that you have installed over there, like it could be browsers like Google Chrome, it could be files for Discord, it could be maybe a game launcher like Uplay. So not very many big files are normally on the C drive, apart from the operating system and Windows files and a few other application files that you downloaded from the Microsoft Store. The one that is more likely to contain potential harmful stuff is your E drive, where you downloaded your games or you got your games from someone and they had a virus potentially. Or if you did not get your games from official sellers like Steam or CD Keys or Uplay or Epic Games, you just went to a third-party website and downloaded a free game that potentially contained a virus, and now your information has been leaked out. And one of the most insecure ways that people lose their information is over Wi-Fi networks. So Wi-Fi networks, although people just normally enjoy Wi-Fi networks, they have fun using Wi-Fi networks. Sometimes Wi-Fi networks are not good. You may have your Wi-Fi, you may just be browsing, but it is very easy to hack Wi-Fi and get Wi-Fi passwords. And then once you have somebody's Wi-Fi passwords, you can actually check what the person is doing on the network. It's very easy to do. And then you can also get a person's information from the network if you are on the same network. That's why it is always not advisable when you go to a restaurant or a hotel of some sort, maybe like you've gone to Java and then you've ordered a coffee or you've ordered a meal and then they give you the Wi-Fi password. It is always never advisable to use those open Wi-Fi networks, as other people on the network can also see what you're doing, and also they can also get your information that way. So even if you're going to those restaurants, you're ordering your meal and then they give you the Wi-Fi password, my advice is don't use those Wi-Fi passwords, or unless you're using it on a device that is not your main device where you have your personal files. It's just a device that you normally use for leisure. Maybe you want to watch some YouTube videos while you eat or something of that. So just make sure the device you're using to log into that Wi-Fi is not your primary device that you use for your personal information and personal stuff. And another thing I noticed, or another thing that I used and I wouldn't recommend guys to use, is Google passwords. I don't think it is a safe method to store information. I used it for the longest time and I think that is what got my accounts compromised. And I'll be doing a demonstration on that. And so I'll try to create a new account of something with an email that I don't have, and then we're gonna see how it turns out and how we can actually stop this. So once I'm gonna try showing you that right now live on stream, the Google passwords thing, and also some may believe it's a safe method of securing your information if you don't want to keep on remembering passwords, but it is such a big compromise, and I think that is what got me compromised. Because you see, for Google passwords, when a guy goes to the section of Google passwords and the guy is already into your Google account, the guy can see every single account that you have stored over there and every single password for every individual account. That is, I think, how the hackers were able to get my information. I'm not saying that those guys who use a Google password manager are like they're not good, but I'm just thinking that it's not a secure method to store information. And so you have the option of downloading all your passwords into a CSV file, that is a Microsoft Excel worksheet. So you can download your file and then preferably go ahead to Google passwords and then just type in Google passwords. It will automatically log into your account, and then while you're in your account, just delete every single password that is stored over there. Because if a guy just gets a hold of your Google account, for example, you have 40 different accounts that you have saved on your Google passwords, and the guy will have access to all of them. And there's also, like I've mentioned, Google Password has the option of downloading the password to your device. So imagine, even if you had already deleted all your accounts from Google Passwords, the hacker may have already downloaded the file and it is already on his computer, and it always shows your username, and then it shows the email address for that account, and then besides the email address is the password for that account. Hitogiri, welcome to the stream. You're saying, I see the blind man said, welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. So for me, with my experience with Google Passwords Manager, it has been good up to this point where I believe I've been compromised by it. So anybody looking to make security measures, I don't think using Google Passwords is a good idea, or the Google Password Manager. So let me see if I can show you a good example of what I'm talking about. So I want to try create a new account of some sort, and then I show you guys what is going to happen. So let me open Twitch and show you guys some. Not Twitch. I don't know what I can open. So I can open a Twitter account. Just a second, coming. So I want to show you guys. So I want to go to twitter.com and I want to create a new account. So I want to sign up with email or phone. So we're gonna have a look at this. This is just a demo account or a dummy account. After this video, the account is going to be deleted and is not going to be valid. So if you try use these logins, you won't find the account. So it's just a demo account. So let's go here. So I want to create the new the new Twitter account. So I can just call myself Jeff Higgins. Jeff Higgins or Jeff Higgins, doesn't really matter. You can just put a random date of birth, March 10th, March 15th. The year we can put like March 10th 1990 or March 15th 1990. So they're gonna send a verification code to my phone. So next up, so I'll just get a random password. So because I'm not going to remember this password, so a random passwords generator. So we'll just come to this website and we just generate password, and we've been given this random password that we'll just copy and we'll just paste it over here. So it won't allow us to paste, so we'll just Control V and skip for now, skip for now, skip for now. So we go to Google Passwords. I click on it, and so here we go to the settings, and you can see nothing here, but when I go to Google account, so let me write add account to Google Passwords. Add account to Google Passwords. So this is not assist. So this is not.
Manu.
Yes.
Manu, saidia mimi kalamu. Kalamu, saidia mimi kalamu. Is there any dead laptops?
Yes.
They're dead. Kuna yangu moja ime-crack lakini sio basi. Ni HP. Nini ndio ime-crack? The housing. Housing yake ime-crack.
So I'm trying to see what I can.
That belongs to the gutter.
So over here it's saying sign into sites and apps automatically. So it's saying on your computer open Chrome. At the top right, click profile, passwords, and so I don't see that option. So settings, autofill, passwords. Let me click on Twitter and let me look for something. So you see, these are accounts that I have on here that are not saved. If I saved them when I open Google Passwords Manager like I showed you guys, then your accounts will be displayed over here, but I removed all the accounts. But as you have seen, like, this is how the Google Passwords Manager will look like. It will have your accounts on over there, and then when you just click, it will automatically log you into that specific account. So that's how it works. And then they have the option for revealing the password, so you can click to reveal the password, and that is gonna be, it will show you it's gonna show your password, and everyone who has like access to your account, everyone who or someone who manages to get access to your Google account will be able to see exactly what you have over there. So when they just click the reveal icon, it will just show your whatever your password, and that way someone will just be able to get your account. So that's gonna be the end of this particular topic on security that I have been planning for the longest time. I hope those of you who watched the show, you had some you got some information on the do's and the don'ts and how to make your accounts secure. And I think maybe I'll make a more detailed video about this. I didn't want to make this video too long. I'm just giving brief descriptions. I think I'll make a detailed video showing exactly how the two-factor authentication works and the mobile SMS, how it works as well. And I'm gonna conclude this video at this point. Thank you everybody for tuning in at Shell Disable at Hitogiri43. Thank you for making the stream a success. Always do remember that the stream is proudly sponsored by Rogue Energy Drink, Fatal Grips, E-Athlete Labs, Player One Coffee, and Instant Gaming. And always do remember, when checking out from Rogue Energy Drink, Fatal Grips, E-Athlete Labs, and Player One Coffee, use my offer code Frankenstein254 and get yourself a discount when checking out, and you'll also be supporting the stream that way. And with that being said, we have come to the end of this particular show. It has been your Kenyan boy BHD Frankenstein with the gaming and streaming talk show, and today's topic was security, and I will catch all of you in the next one, and peace out.